Howdy, folks. How are we today? How's the sound? What have you been up to today? How confident are you about this quiz? What's your favourite Tim Burton movie? A lot of questions there, so lot to talk about. I've basically spent today working on my Puppet Panic review of Hellboy 1 and 2. My favourite Tim Burton movie is Ed Wood. I forgot what one of the other questions were. So we've got Evan saying that they're going to take a trip to Cloudland Canyon State Park. I don't know what that is or where that is. So let me know what it is and where it is. And you're also going to be watching Coraline and Monster House while there. Good choices, good choices. Jojo, the Saturday the 9th will be my birthday and I'm going to be 15. Happy birthday for the 9th then. Miss Burla, hey Jam, did you ever watch What If on Disney Plus? Nope, afraid not. Never really got the time. And I've not really caught up with MCU in general. But I've been watching Squid Game. I have been watching Squid Game this month. Matt Chant says that Nightmare Before Christmas and Corpse Bride are your favourite Tim Burton films. But yeah, Ed Wood is my favourite Tim Burton film. Love it to bits. I've watched it more than any other Tim Burton movie for like many obvious reasons. It's about a very eccentric filmmaker based on a real person who I find very fascinating, Edward D. Wood Jr. I just love films about films. I'm a sucker for them. But it's just got so much charm to it, so much personality to it. I'll admit that it does take a bit of license with a bit of liberties with facts, let's just say, but it's still a very entertaining film. Evan says it's in Rising Fawn, Georgia, USA. Okay, so Mr. Joe, my youngest's birthday is the day before Halloween. Ooh, that's the Hallows Eve. JJ, my favourite Tim Burton film is Frankenweenie. I'm just gonna let people come into the stream, and then we'll start the quiz. But again, I'm really curious how confident everyone is when it comes to this topic. Do you think you've got a chance of being the #1 winner of this topic for this quiz? Do you? Matt Chat, my favourite live action one is Edward Scissorhands. I'd say Edward Scissorhands is probably my second favourite. Dominic Boo, Edward Scissorhands is my favourite film he directed. Night Before Christmas was my favourite that he's worked on. Yeah, Edward Scissorhands was one of the major films that got me into filmmaking in general. Yeah, so I have a soft spot for it. Evan says 5 out of 10 confidence. Mid-tier confidence is still something to be confident about. It's going to be 30 questions. First 10 questions are easy, second 10 questions are medium, last 10 questions are hard and mainly behind the scenes based. Yeah. Miss Burley, my favourite animated Tim Burton film is Corpse Bride. It's surprising that he's only directed 2 animated films. You'd think he would have directed more, especially when his roots come from animation. He started in Disney animation. That's where it all began. He was an animator on particularly Fox and the Hound and Black Cauldron. I think he did some work on Tron as well. Evan, just wondering what makes The Night Before Christmas so great. I have not seen it in a long time, so best to ask someone else in chat why they think it's great. Because yeah, it's been a while. It's actually been quite a while since I last saw it, but I'm hoping to watch it this Christmas for this Film Chums podcast we're going to be doing. Dominic Bob, I think it's characters, songs, animation, and cool concept are what make people love it. Don says that Frankenweenie is their favourite Tim Burton film. JJ, fun fact, Tim Burton was originally going to direct After Hours. Remind me what After Hours was. That sounds familiar. When you say After Hours, I start to think of the Ronnie Barker, David Jason sitcom Open All Hours. Why do I think that? Is After Hours like some kind of like action spin-off? I'd like that. Okay, let us begin the quiz. What the hell's the quiz intro? Here we go. Okay, so for everyone that is new to these quiz streams, to join this quiz you need to click the QuizKit logo on the side of chat. You can usually find it by hovering your mouse over the stream player, and then you click allow access and grant permission. Lister says, I have a Tim Burton poetry book somewhere, I need to dig it out. Yeah, I used to have one of his poetry books as well, where it was about like outcast or kind of like weird kids. That's all I remember about it, and they were very short poems, but he had like original illustrations on the side as well. There's a whole book. I think it was like Steinboy and Other Stories or something like that. I had that for a while, but I didn't know when my copy went. The banner is hypnotizing. It's very much based on the Tim Burton aesthetic. He loves his black and white stripes. I think he puts them in like every film he makes. How old is Tim? I think he's... I know he's in his... I think he's... Damn, I'm probably mixing up ages, but I think he's in his early 50s or late 40s. I can't remember. Yeah, he's definitely in that age range. I mean, he started his career in like the early 80s. Again, one more time. So, to join this quiz, you need to click the QuizKit logo on the side of chat, which you can usually find by hovering your mouse over the stream player, and then click allow access and grant permission. Tim is getting old. He is getting old. I think his grey hair's coming through as well now, isn't it? I don't know, because I've not seen any interviews with him for a while. Right, let's get this ball. Let's get this skull. Let's get the skull rolling. That's more fitting. Right, so you should be getting an instruction image. I don't know what that is, but that's what the system tells me, that you're getting an instruction image. But yeah, one more time for anyone who wants to join the quiz, you click the QuizKit logo on the side of chat, which you can usually find by hovering your mouse over the stream player, then click allow access and grant permission. Okay, let's go! So question 1, in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, which personal property is stolen from Pee-wee Herman that he needs to get back? It's his main goal in the film. Is it a car? Is it a television? Is it a bike? Or is it a toaster? So question 1, in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, which personal property is stolen from Pee-wee that he needs to get back? Is it a car, a television, a bike, or a toaster? It's an integral part of the movie. The answer is bike. Ooh, bit of a split. We have one half going to car, one half going to bike. But the correct answer is bike. He loves that bike. To be fair though, I've not seen the first Pee-wee film for a long time. Okay, question 2. How many times does Lydia need to say Beetlejuice's name in order to release him? 4, 2, 5, or 3. So question 2, how many times does Lydia need to say Beetlejuice's name to release him? 4, 2, 5, or 3. Beetlejuice is another film I've not watched in a long time. But I wanted this month actually. I've been in the mood of like, I could go for some Beetlejuice. It's the right time of the year. The answer is 3. Most of you went for 3, but we had one person going for 5. So well done to everyone that went for 3. Mainly, these questions are in order of release. I'm going for like a question for each film. So question 3, in Batman 1989, what is Vicky Vale's job? A scientist, a photojournalist, a waitress, or a weather reporter? Beetlejuice is not a horror film, Don. Well, it kind of is. It's sort of not like a typical horror film. It's more of a supernatural fantasy comedy, but it's very dark at the same time. So question 3, in Batman 1989, what is Vicky Vale's job? Scientist, photojournalist, waitress, or weather reporter? The answer is photojournalist. Very mixed response. Very mixed response. Only one person went for the correct answer of photojournalist. Most went for weather reporter. But no, she's a photojournalist. Okay, so question 4. Which seasonal holiday takes place in Edward Scissorhands? Thanksgiving, Easter, Halloween, or Christmas? So question 4. Which seasonal holiday takes place in Edward Scissorhands? Thanksgiving, Easter, Halloween, or Christmas? Which one is it? Do you remember? It could be any of them. Which seasonal holiday takes place in Edward Scissorhands, folks? And the answer is Christmas. Bit of a divine. I had a couple of going for Halloween, which I get because it is Burton. But yeah, Christmas happens in the timeline for Edward Scissorhands. Question 5. Halfway through the easy round. In Batman Returns, what is the name of Penguin's circus troupe minions? The Purple Square Team, the Blue Circle Squad, the White Hexagon Brigade, or the Red Triangle Gang? So, question 5 in Batman Returns, what is the name of Penguin's circus troupe minions? Purple Square Team, Blue Circle Squad, White Hexagon Brigade, Red Triangle Gang. Which one? What is that little circus team that he's got going? What's it called? It is called the Red Triangle Gang. Most of you went for it, but a couple are going for a couple of the other ones. They all do sound quite similar, to be fair. Then again, it might be tooting my own horn based on the fact that I came up with all those fake answers. Okay. Question 6. In Ed Wood, what is the fake sidekick that Ed meets called? The Brilliant Cromwell, the Fantastic Christopher, the Spectacular Cuthbert, or the Amazing Criswell? So question 6. In Ed Wood, what is the fake sidekick that Ed meets called? The Brilliant Cromwell, the Fantastic Christopher, the Spectacular Cuthbert, or the Amazing Criswell? Which one is it? I hope you get this one right. This is my favourite Tim Burton film. So the answer was the Amazing Criswell, and nobody picked it. Most went for the Brilliant Cromwell, which, to be fair, kind of sounds like the Amazing Criswell. Okay, question 7. Question 7, which year is Sleepy Hollow set during? 1799, 1750, 1655, or 1805. So question 17, which year is Sleepy Hollow set during? 1799, 1750, 1655, or 1805. Sleepy Hollow is quite possibly, I was going to say it's his most gory film, but Sweeney Todd comes close as well. I'm not sure which is goriest. But it's a pretty violent film. The answer is 1799. Only one person went for 1799. Most went for 1750. You were close, but the correct answer is 1799. That is the year that Sleepy Hollow takes place. Okay, on to question 8. What kills the Martians in Mars Attacks? Is it heavy metal, expired milk, salt water, or yodeling? So question 8. What kills the Martians in Mars Attacks? Heavy metal, expired milk, salt water, or yodeling? And I'm not going to demonstrate yodeling. I'm not, because I don't know how to. It'll probably sound terrifying. I can't do it. I'm not a yodeler. The answer is yodeling. Bit of a split. We've got one person going for heavy metal. One half is going for expired milk. Other half is going for the correct answer of yodeling. But yes, the correct answer is yodeling. Yodeling kills the Martians in Mars Attacks. And question 9. Which American landmark does Captain Leo find at the end of Planet of the Apes? Is it Mount Rushmore, the Statue of Liberty, the Washington Monument, or the Abe Lincoln Memorial? So question 9. Which American landmark does Captain Leo find at the end of Planet of the Apes? Mount Rushmore, Statue of Liberty, Washington Monument, or the Abe Lincoln Memorial? Which one? The answer is the Abe Lincoln Memorial. Yes, the Statue of Liberty, I think, is the one that Charlton Heston comes across at the end of the original 70s or 60s film. I can't remember what year it's from. But okay, so question 9, last question of the easy round. In Big Fish, what is the name of the secret town that Edward Bloom finds? Is it called Cloud, Spook, Spectre, or Wraith? So, question 10. In Big Fish, what is the name of the secret town that Edward Bloom finds? Cloud, Spook, Spectre, or Wraith? What's it called? Do you remember the name of this little secret town he finds where Steve Buscemi lives? The answer is Spectre, and a large majority of you actually got that answer correct. Well done. Well done indeed. So that's the end of the easy round. We're now on to the medium round, where things get a little hard, but not too hard, let's just say. Okay, question 11. The line, "the best kind of prize is a surprise," is from which Tim Burton movie? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Alice in Wonderland, Mars Attacks, or Batman Returns? So question 11. The line, "the best kind of surprise is a surprise," is from which Tim Burton movie? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Alice in Wonderland, Mars Attacks, or Batman Returns? I tried to go for films where it sounded like that quote might be from one of those movies. You never know. The answer is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Yes, it is from the Charlie. It's from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Yes, Wonka says it. It's one of Wonka's many awkward lines. Okay, so question 12. Which of the following is a song from Corpse Bride? Starting the Scheme, Remains of the Day, The Funeral Song, or Kiss My Rotting Lips? So question 12. Which of the following is a song from Corpse Bride? Starting the Scheme, Remains of the Day, The Funeral Song, or Kiss My Rotting Lips? Which one is a real song from Corpse Bride? Out of all those, which is the one that's real and from Corpse Bride? Do you remember? The answer is Remains of the Day, and it seems that the majority, if you do remember, it's the one that most people answered. But you had one person going for Kiss My Rotting Lips, the one I made up. Well, I kind of wish it was a real song now. Okay, question 13. What is the real name of the hair tonic con man Alfredo Pirelli in Sweeney Todd? Danny Cunningham, Doug Corking, Drake Conway, or Davy Collins? So question 13. What is the real name of the hair tonic con man Adolfo Pirelli in Sweeney Todd? So sorry if I'm butchering that. Danny Cunningham, Doug Corking, Drake Conway, or Davy Collins? And the answer is Davy Collins. Oh, a bit of a mixed response, but majority of you guessed Davy. Davy. Okay, so we're almost on to question 14. Question 14 coming up. Question 14. In Alice in Wonderland, what is the name of the weapon that Alice has to use to kill the Jabberwocky? The Mally Mallet, the Vorpal Sword, the Hurroo Hooray Hammer, or the Dingley Dagger? So question 14. In Alice in Wonderland, what is the name of the weapon that Alice has to use to kill the Jabberwocky? The Mally Mallet, the Vorpal Sword, the Hurroo Hooray Hammer, or the Dingley Dagger? Dingley Dagger. Dingley Dagger. I made up... Okay, everyone went for Vorpal Sword. Well done! I think that's the first question where everyone was like on the ball and they all got the right answer. That's great. That's fantastic. Okay, we're almost... Okay, so question 15 coming up, and that means that we're halfway for the whole quiz. So question 15. Which famous rock star performs The Ball in Dark Shadows? Ozzy Osbourne, Alice Cooper, Robert Smith, or Joan Jett? So question 15. Which famous rock star performs The Ball in Dark Shadows? Ozzy Osbourne, Alice Cooper, Robert Smith, or Joan Jett? So one of these rock stars makes a cameo in the Tim Burton film Dark Shadows, but which one? Which one ended up in Dark Shadows? The answer is Alice Cooper, but most went for Ozzy Osbourne. A fair few did go for Alice, though, to be fair. But yes, Alice Cooper makes a little cameo in Dark Shadows. One of the Tim Burton films I've not seen yet. I kind of stopped around about Dark Shadows. Okay, question 16. In Frankenweenie, Victor's classmates transform their dead pets into monsters, but which pet does Toshiaki transform? A toucan, a turtle, a goldfish, or tarantula? So question 16. In Frankenweenie, Victor's classmates transform their dead pets into monsters, but which pet does Toshiaki transform? A toucan, a turtle, a goldfish, or a tarantula? So which of those pets does he end up picking? The answer is a turtle. Yes, it ends up being like a big Gamera-style monster. A bit of a divide there. We got most people went for turtle, but a couple went for goldfish. Not sure how the goldfish would get around to the city, but... question 17. In Big Eyes, what is the name of the painting that Margaret paints for the New York World's Fair? Today Again, Yesterday's Dream, Last Week Alive, or Tomorrow Forever? So in Big Eyes, one of the lesser-known Burton films, what is the name of the painting that Margaret paints for the New York World's Fair? Today Again, Yesterday's Dream, Last Week Alive, or Tomorrow Forever? I've been meaning to see Big Eyes. I have been meaning to check it out. I think it's one of the only new Burton films I'm actually interested in. So the answer was Tomorrow Forever. Only one person voted for that one. Well, answered, say vote. Answered. It's a quiz. Okay, on to question 18. Question 18. In Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, what is strange about the boy Millard Nullings? Invisibility, aerokinesis, pyrokinesis, or superhuman strength? So in Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, what is strange about the boy Millard Nullings? Is it invisibility? Is it aerokinesis? Is it pyrokinesis? Or is it superhuman strength? So what is peculiar about this particular child? The answer is invisibility. But most went for aerokinesis. To be fair, I think there's supposed to be a lot of kids in that film. So it must be hard to remember which one's which. Okay, so on to question 19. Almost at the end of the medium round. So question 19, what is the name of V.A. Vanderveer's amusement park in Dumbo? Magicland, Pixieland, Dreamland, or Fantasyland? So question 19, what is the name of V.A. Vanderveer's amusement park in Dumbo? Is it Magicland, Pixieland, Dreamland, or Fantasyland? What is the name of V.A. Vanderveer's amusement park in Dumbo? Can you remember which one is it? Is it Magicland, Pixieland, Dreamland, or Fantasyland? Which one is it? It is actually Dreamland. It's Dreamland. Most went for Dreamland, but a couple went for Fantasyland, which they kind of sound the same. They kind of sound the same. Same kind of idea. Okay, so last question of the medium round, question 20. Question 20. Which credits belong to Tim Burton for The Night Before Christmas? Producer and story, writer and director, animator and director, or executive producer and production designer? So question 20. Which credits belong to Tim Burton for The Night Before Christmas? Producer and story, writer and director, animator and director, or executive producer and production designer? The answer is producer and story. Yes, Tim Burton did not direct The Night Before Christmas. That credit belongs to Henry Selick, who went on to direct such films as Monkey Bone, Coraline. Why am I forgetting all of Henry Selick's films suddenly? Question 21. Which following Tim Burton movie... Oh, James and the Giant Peeps, that's it. It's question 21. We're on the hard round now. Question 21. Which following Tim Burton movie was not composed by... by Danny Elfman? Planet of the Apes, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Big Eyes, or Ed Wood? So which of these films did Danny Elfman not do the score for? Planet of the Apes, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Big Eyes, or Ed Wood? Someone else did the score. The answer was actually Ed Wood. Danny Elfman did not do the score for Ed Wood. It was Howard Shore, who's best known for the Lord of the Rings movie scores. Okay, so question 22. Which episode of Shelley Duvall's Fairy Tale Theatre did Tim Burton direct? Rumpelstiltskin, Sleeping Beauty, The Tale of the Frog Prince, or Aladdin and His Wonderful Lamp? So question 22. Which episode of Shelley Duvall's Fairy Tale Theatre did Tim Burton direct? Rumpelstiltskin, Sleeping Beauty, The Tale of the Frog Prince, or Aladdin and His Wonderful Lamp? Which one of those fairy tales did he direct for Shelley Duvall's Fairy Tale Theatre? The answer is Aladdin and His Wonderful Lamp. We're a bit of a split. We have some going for Rumpelstiltskin and some going for Aladdin. But yes, the correct answer is Aladdin. And it had James Earl Jones playing the genie as well. I've seen clips. Question 3. Which romantic comedy features a cameo from Tim Burton as a filmmaker called Brian? Benny and June, Fools Rush In, Singles, or Drive Me Crazy? So question 23. Which romantic comedy features a cameo from Tim Burton as a filmmaker called Brian? Benny and June, Fools Rush In, Singles, or Drive Me Crazy? Which one was it? And you can find a clip of this cameo on YouTube, by the way, if you're intrigued. The answer was Singles. Oh, a bit of a mixed response. I was expecting most people to go for Benny and June, considering it's a Johnny Depp film. But yes, Cameron Crowe's Singles. He has a little tiny cameo in that. A very small cameo, but yeah, you can watch it on YouTube. Question 24. Which is Tim Burton's highest grossing movie to date? Alice in Wonderland, Batman 1989, Edward Scissorhands, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So question 24, which is Tim Burton's highest grossing movie to date? Is it Alice in Wonderland, Batman 1989, Edward Scissorhands, or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? So which of those movies made the most money at the box office? Do you know? Do you remember? The answer is Alice in Wonderland. I was expecting this kind of response. So it's kind of a split between Alice in Wonderland and Batman 1989. I thought people were going to probably consider Batman 1989 because it was very successful. But the correct answer is Alice in Wonderland, which brings me on to question 25, which is Tim Burton's lowest grossing movie at the box office to date. Dark Shadows, Big Fish, Planet of the Apes, and Ed Wood. So question 25, which is Tim Burton's lowest grossing movie at the box office to date? Dark Shadows, Big Fish, Planet of the Apes, or Ed Wood? Which of those did he make the least money? Which of those Tim Burton movies made the least money at the box office? The answer is Ed Wood. Yes, despite being a critical darling and a cult movie, it was kind of a flop at the cinema. It only kind of gained an audience when it came onto DVD. Question 26. When is Tim Burton's birthday? October the 13th, 1966, July the 4th, 1969, September the 9th, 1952, or August the 25th, 1958? So yeah, when was Tim Burton born? Was it the October the 13th, 1966, July the 4th, 1969, September the 9th, 1952, or August the 25th, 1958? The answer is August the 25th, 1958. Very mixed response, but most people went for the correct answer of August the 25th, 1958. Okay, so on to question 27. Which US state was Tim Burton born in? Washington, Pennsylvania, Virginia, or California? So question 27. Which US state was Tim Burton born in? Washington, Pennsylvania, Virginia, or California? Which of those states was he born in? Do you know? Have you been doing your Tim Burton research? How well do you know Mr. Burton? So the answer is California, and a majority went for California. A couple went for Pennsylvania, and one person going for Washington. Okay, so we're on to question 28. Getting closer and closer to the end of the quiz. Question 28. Which animator co-directed Corpse Bride with Tim Burton? Peter Lord, Jerry Rees, Henry Selick, or Mike Johnson? So question 28. Which animator co-directed Corpse Bride with Tim Burton? Peter Lord, Jerry Rees, Henry Selick, or Mike Johnson? Yeah, so Tim Burton's 63. Okay, so the answer was Mike Johnson, and everyone was mainly going for Henry Selick or Peter Lord. But yeah, Mike Johnson co-directed Corpse Bride. Yeah, he deserves a bit more credit for that, I think. Okay, question 29. Which is the highest rated Tim Burton movie on Rotten Tomatoes? Edward Scissorhands, Beetlejuice, Ed Wood, or Pee-wee's Big Adventure? So question 29. Which is the highest rated Tim Burton movie on Rotten Tomatoes? Edward Scissorhands, Beetlejuice, Ed Wood, or Pee-wee's Big Adventure? So which of those films has the highest rating on RT? Which one? Do you know? Do you remember? Have you been looking on Rotten Tomatoes lately? Specifically on Tim Burton's page. And the answer is Ed Wood. Yep. Like I said, despite it being a kind of a box office flop, critics loved it. They absolutely adored it. Rightfully so, it's his best film. Okay, so on to the last question. Last question. When was Mars Attacks officially released in US cinemas? May the 4th, 1995, June the 15th, 1997, April the 2nd, 1996, or December the 13th, 1996. So question 30, when was Mars Attacks officially released in US cinemas? May the 4th, 1995, June the 15th, 1997, April the 2nd, 1996, or December the 13th, 1996. So when did Mars Attacks officially come out? The answer is December the 13th, 1996. Technically, Mars Attacks is sort of a Christmas movie. It came out quite close to Christmas, so technically maybe you consider that. Okay, so here's the results. In first place is Dominic Boo. In second place is Listy Rimsey. In third place is contestant 6. In fourth place is Matt Chat 1. In fifth place is contestant 8. In sixth place is contestant 2. In seventh place is contestant 9. In eighth place is contestant 1. And in ninth place is Evan J. Sim. So congratulations to Dominic Boo 1. Well done! You are the champion of this week's quiz. And clearly know you're Tim Burton. Okay. So, before I head off, does anyone have any suggestions for which kinds of topics I could nominate for next week's quiz? Now, keep in mind that I'm trying to keep a horror theme going, a Halloween theme going, because it's October. So keep that in mind. Keep it in mind. And once again, a round of applause for Dominic Boo for being the winner of this week's quiz. So yeah, any suggestions? Evan suggests Star Wars. Again, I'm unlikely to consider non-horror or non-Halloween related topics. I'm really liking keeping these streams with the month. It's a great mood creator, I think. Hocus Pocus quiz. Oh, I'd love that. I honestly would love a Hocus Pocus quiz. I'm not sure if I could come up with 30 questions. I could try. Could definitely try. It would be fun to come over there. And my annual thing to do on October is to watch Hocus Pocus. So when I'm watching Hocus Pocus, I can come up with question ideas. So yeah, definitely gives that. Listy Rimsey, a motion capture quiz. Nothing is more terrifying than that. Okay, it's a good point. Some serious stop motion horror movies. I don't think there's that many actually. There are animated horror films, but in terms of stop motion ones, there's not that many. Evan, Tim Curry movies. Oh, maybe. A lot of these films are kind of spooky, and he's often playing the villain. Don, the Mummy. Ooh, yes, I like the sound of that. Brendan Fraser's Mummy movies. Any other suggestions, folks, before I leave and get on with my review of the Hellboy movies? Disney Halloween movies in general. Ooh, that does sound very whimsical. I'm down for that one. Then again, I've not seen that many of their. I never really grew up with like the Disney Channel movies. They weren't really part of my childhood. So I'm a bit alien to most of them. Like things like Twitches, Halloween Town, and Mr. Boogedy, and all those. Yeah, they weren't part of my childhood. Return to Oz. Ooh, that's a good one. Evan, what % are you with Hellboy? I'd say probably 40-45% finished, but I'm going to get the whole thing done tomorrow. I've got the whole tomorrow to get it finished. A Dark Universe quiz? Are you sure? There's only one film, isn't there? Treehouse of Horror? Yes, definitely. Absolutely. Right.